In a quiet neighborhood on Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana, stood a modest rental home with peeling white paint and boarded windows, an unassuming structure hiding something unspeakable. To the casual eye, it was nothing more than another weathered Midwestern house. But for the Ammons family who moved in during the winter of 2011, it became a gateway to hell. Latoya Ammons and her 3 children, ages 7, 9, and 12, had barely settled into their new home when strange things began to occur. At first, it was minor. The sound of heavy footsteps echoing through empty rooms, doors creaking open on their own, and cold spots lingering in corners where no draft could reach. But the house's secrets didn't stay quiet for long. Swarming flies appeared in winter, clustering around the screened-in porch without explanation. No matter how many they killed, they returned, buzzing, watching. At night, the children began waking up screaming, claiming shadowy figures stalked them in their sleep. One night, Latoya's daughter was levitated off her bed, her body rigid, eyes rolled back into her skull. It took several adults to pull her down as she hovered midair. Neighbors whispered about the house. Some said it had been cursed for decades. Others claimed they'd seen silhouettes moving behind its curtains long after the Ammons family had fled for the night. Latoya turned to the church, begging for help. A local priest agreed to bless the house, but when he entered, he was overcome with nausea and stumbled out, pale and shaken. "There's something evil in there," he muttered. The family's cries for help reached the Indiana Department of Child Services after hospital staff witnessed something terrifying. While visiting a doctor, Latoya's 9-year-old son began growling with a voice not his own. His eyes widened, then narrowed as he hissed profanities at staff. Suddenly, he walked backward up a wall. Yes, up the wall, and flipped over his grandmother, landing on the floor in a contorted heap. Medical staff ran from the room, refusing to return. The police were called. Officers, social workers, and medical professionals entered the house in groups. Many left with haunted expressions. One officer's audio recorder mysteriously malfunctioned when he tried to capture the atmosphere of the basement. Another snapped photos and later discovered a sinister face in the corner of the frame. A face that hadn't been there when he took the picture. It was the basement that held the worst of it. Damp and filled with dirt, the room seemed to breathe darkness. Beneath the stairs, they found a small pit of earth. Latoya's mother claimed that demons came from beneath it at night. An exorcist later described it as a portal. Others simply called it a wound in the earth. Paranormal investigators flocked to the house, including filmmaker Zach Bagans, who would later purchase the home. What he documented in his film shocked audiences. Unexplained injuries, possession-like behavior from crew members, and eventually, Bagans himself fell violently ill. In 2016, he demolished the house. But some believe the evil wasn't destroyed, just released. Today, nothing stands on that lot. The grass has grown over where the foundation once was, but no one dares step foot on it. Dogs refuse to walk past it. Even birds avoid flying overhead. People speak of dreams, of children crying, of eyes watching from beneath the soil, of an endless darkness whispering from the depths. The demon house of Gary, Indiana is gone, but its evil remains.